Hello, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Inside Pitch here at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. I'm Ben Frederickson alongside Jeff Gordon, and we're here to break down this week in Cardinals baseball. It wasn't that long ago, Gordo, that we were talking about the Cardinals having the best record in baseball, first in the division. Recent games, not so nice to the Redbirds. They've won 3 games in their last 13, headed into a series at Texas. We can talk about offense. We can talk about starting pitching. Where do you want to begin kind of trying to break down what's going on with the Cardinals right now?
Just that game-to-game lack of continuity in offense, lack of consistency. Yadier Molina is having a fabulous year. He adapts, he adjusts the plate. Paul DeJong is fit in number 3 hole beautifully. Shocking me. He's way exceeded my expectations. But everybody else, man, up and down, even Jose Martinez, as much as you love the offense, can you get enough from him in the field? So what does Mike Schill do to get more consistency with that offense? Because if they keep falling behind the Cubs in the loss column in particular, this thing could get ugly in a couple weeks.
One of those conversations that's getting a lot of steam right now is leadoff. It's not Cardinals baseball unless we're analyzing the order. And now people are saying, hey, maybe move Matt Carpenter down. And I've beat the drum the opposite. Leave him alone. But look, it's May. He's hitting 199 with a 323 on base percentage. And then you have Dexter Fowler, who's basically hitting 300 with a 415 on base percentage. I'm the biggest keep Carpenter at leadoff and leave him alone guy that you'll find. But at some point, you have to look at the numbers and say, Dexter Fowler, who was initially signed to be our leadoff hitter, is hitting like a leadoff hitter down the lineup. Would you consider putting him up top?
Yeah, you really have to, because you have a long, bad stretch last year to start the season, a long, bad stretch to finish the season, and a difficult stretch to start this season. Now, there's another 3 months in there that were MVP quality, but right now we're looking at a guy that's had 3 extended periods of poor production. I think he's got to adjust at the plate. He's got to adapt. He's got to follow Yadier Molina's lead and figure out how to use the whole field and be a better situational hitter. In the meantime, you got to win some games, so you're right.
It would be one thing if he was just struggling, but Dexter's kind of saying, hey, look at me here. And I think his play, you have to acknowledge that at some point. Can he wait till the end of the month? We'll see. That's why Mike Schill gets paid the big bucks. On the starting rotation side, I just wanted to point out here, we've talked a lot about this offense. This rotation at 4.30 ERA, that's 9th in the National League. They've allowed 41 home runs. That's 3rd most in the NL. We're not just talking about offense, but we're talking about the Cardinals' struggles here. And the guy who probably stands out the most is Michael Wacha. I looked this up before we shot. 101 pitchers with 8+ starts across baseball. He ranks 79th in ERA. That's a 4.93, and his opponent OPS is 89th. He's getting hit hard, and he's not giving you many innings. Where do you look at with the rotation? How long can they go with a guy like Wacha before trying to test some of this depth?
Yeah, 5 of the last 6 starts, he doesn't go 6 innings. Velocity clearly down. You're trying to get Alex Reyes ready. You are getting Carlos Martinez ready, at least for the bullpen. You have these 2 guys to look forward to in the middle of the season. Do you do something sooner? You try an Austin Gomber as a left-hander. You're also looking at Dakota Hudson, not quite getting there with his consistency, showing signs of being really good, but then also struggling. So I add him to the list. Something's got to give, because you're right, again, game-to-game continuity, consistency, it's not happening with the rotation.
Tough to preach about the depth and how great it is if you're not going to test it. And this pitching staff, relievers and starters, have to figure out the home run ball. It's been a bug for them all season. We'll see if they can get it ironed out in Texas. For all your Cardinals coverage, keep it locked at stltoday.com. For Jeff Gordon, I'm Ben Frederickson. We'll talk to you next time.